are you guys doing today? All right. We have some really nice weather over here in Canada right now. And I thought I would just jump on for a nice little romance reading. I was at the beach earlier and just kind of relaxing and do a little bit of a sage for us. Hopefully this helps clear our energies, align our energies, so that we can let go and release any, any energies aren't serving us, any energies that are having difficulty releasing, letting go of, purging, shedding that energy there, because we really do want to bring in the new. We want to bring in, laughter, joy, contentment, happiness, all of these energies. And so a good little swim in the water, sage clearing, get some spray, whatever you have to do to clear your own energy. So what I've done today, it is a romance reading. And what I'm doing is I'm going to do your person, the person that's coming in, the person that is, destined and fated to meet you, to be on your path. And then messages for you while you're on this journey, while you're on this path. And then messages of the union between the two. I'm just going to close the door here a little bit. I like having a little bit of light come through, but I do have neighbors that are close. And so hopefully George doesn't bark at them because they're out and about, because it's nice and it's a Sunday. So then we have the union energies, of course. So let's start with what energies are happening around you. So what does Spirit want you to know right now about your love life, about your relationship with yourself, about your foundations, and your general outlook and the energy around you at this time? So we have very soon. So clearly some impatience, some wondering, okay, when is this going to happen? Maybe you've been waiting for quite some time, and that's just not really, what you want to be doing anymore. So you want to be inviting this new energy in. So Spirit is saying very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So stay focused and keep your intentions clear within yourself and when you're speaking to the universe, so that you can maintain that energy of what you're calling in, what you're manifesting for yourself and your love life. So true love, this is true love coming towards you, right? Or reuniting with you. And so that's really, really good here. And yeah, sorry, my neighbor is just in my yard. So hopefully George doesn't bark here. But so this energy is coming towards you, which is really beautiful and fantastic. And stay focused on this energy, because Spirit is bringing this through as a gift. And so we don't want to be so down and out or disappointed or frustrated with the process that we go into our ego and kind of automatically reject or become closed off to this beautiful energy that's coming in. So Spirit is trying to help us remain as open as possible to the energy that is coming through to us. So it may be, and I'm thinking about doing this myself today, is doing a meditation on the heart chakra and keeping the heart chakra open. But not only that, an energy of receiving. So I want to make sure I can receive, because I'm really great at giving, and a lot of you guys are too. But the energy of receiving is a little bit less strengthened, right? So what's Spirit's message to you? If everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life, there'd be little hearts drawn on everything from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day. Big heart, the universe. I heart you. That's so cute. And it's really funny. You can't see it, but I do have a heart drawn on my desk, which is really cute. That Spirit is bringing that through for all of us. So, the universe always loves us. And sometimes this earth walk can be so dense and heavy, and we clear so much and we learn so much that we can forget that there is so much love all around us. And I wanted to tap into any past life energies that might be affecting us too. So I pulled a card from Doreen Virtue's past life energy deck, and we have Greco-Roman. So you guys might have some past life energies of being a soldier, past life energies of being a warrior, maybe even kind of like gladiator energy. But this may be affecting your timeline at this point. So be affecting your romance. So something might happen in this lifetime where you might not have been able to connect with your soulmate. Something might have torn you apart. There could be so many things here, but if that resonates for you, you might be dreaming of, Greco-Roman times. There might be like the golden eagle energy. You might be seeing some of the old attire. So if that resonates with you, let me know. But that's really kind of interesting at this point here. So messages either from your higher self to you or from a person to you, but this is in your energy field. You changed my life for the better, and I can never thank you enough. Your love helped me evolve. So there was someone in your recent past or in a past life, maybe to do with this Greco-Roman energy, who, really affected you and helped you open up. And no matter whether you can see it or not at this time, that energy did play an important part on your path in its entirety. So maybe you need that eagle vision to be able to see beyond just the ordinary details of this, because you probably feel that it was important. You feel that there is a very deep connection there, but you probably won't be able to intellectually understand all of what that relationship meant for you. And message here, we have non-committal. Someone in this situation has commitment fears and wants to protect and preserve their independence at the cost of the relationship. Whether done consciously or subconsciously, this person is blocking the flow of energy between two people by focusing primarily on themselves. A healthy relationship requires reciprocity. Knowing oneself is an important part of investing wholeheartedly, and someone is simply not ready. So I think Spirit is asking the viewer, in what ways are you not ready, or do you not feel ready? And maybe it's something to journal and work through so that we can release that energy of feeling not ready, or not really sure if we want to give up our independence or lose that independence, or simply just feeling too vulnerable to open up again after past hurts, maybe betrayal, cheating, lies, just simply that a lot of time has gone by since you've been in relationship, could be due to COVID or whatnot. But the non-committal energy is in your court at this point. And so it might be pertinent to ask yourself, in what ways aren't you committed to opening up to new love coming towards you? You might feel you're ready, but in the card it does say subconsciously or consciously. So take a look at what your conscious energies are, and if you can, maybe do some meditation to see if there's any subconscious blockages that are coming through, because it is happening very soon. This is true love, and so it is really valuable to take this time, especially if we're feeling impatient, to work on us and to focus on ourselves. And we might not want to do that. We might want to kind of just toss everything in the air and go, I don't want to work on myself. I don't want to do this. You might be kind of oversaturated and overburdened or exhausted in some ways. And so take this gently, take this lightly. It's not something you have to dig really deep for. This is just something to take a moment out of your day to ask yourself, okay, do I have any blocks for anybody coming into my life who's destined and meant to come into my life? Am I blocking Spirit's gift to me? And we have victim mentality as our shadow or light card. So these are designed to be either shadow or light, and they tell us what the shadow or the light is. So, the viewer and, those of you who catch this on the replay, we're in victim mentality somehow. And this, I think, is the non-committal energy. So if we're committed to the new and we know that spirit is bringing that person in, we know we've done our work, we know that, energies from the past are in the past, people from the past are in the past, and we're focusing on what's in the present here. So, trying to look at yourself as independent and sovereign and moving towards this new love, committed to new love, committed to exploring love in a different way. Are you committed to being that version of yourself that is open and ready to receive the love that spirit is bringing in for you and the love that is destined for you? So we'll see what's happening with your person. It'll be really interesting to see what the energies are like. But right now, we definitely have some victim mentality for you. So, and this is kind of like complaining, frustrated, impatient. And that's all, to be expected when we're in a global pandemic here, you guys. So no need for shame or blame. It's just spirit pointing out that there may need to be some adjustments here, shifting ourselves, and it's just 11:11 on the timestamp, from the victim mentality out again into a more empowered energy. And so I wanted to pull kind of from the galactic energies, starseed energies, from what's her name again? Oh yeah, Shirley Harnish, so that we can get some of the energies that are going around us. So we have Storm. I'm going to read this one from the booklet, but I love the purple energy. We kind of have a figure 8 here too, so infinity symbol as well. And where's my little booklet? Okay, so Storm. Oh, hold on. These ones, here we go. So we all have to pass through difficult times in our lives. When things get tough, our vision and understanding can often become clouded. The feeling of being alone in it all, and even feeling abandoned by spirit in your darkest hour, can be overwhelming. But you are not alone at all. Hold on and hang in there. Every storm eventually passes. This will not last forever. This card is here to remind you that you really do have the strength and courage to survive anything that comes your way. Spirit is here supporting you in every step you take. Clouds always part, and the sun will make its way through once again. It is important to remember that whatever you are going through right now is for your highest learning and understanding. This card may come to you if you are having difficulty in your relationship with others. It is vital to remember that underneath anger is hurt. Forgiveness for yourself and others is a key to moving forward and healing this. This card also comes if you are experiencing any type of crisis, whether it is in your daily life or within your inner being. Just know that this is happening to enable you to see what is not yet in alignment for or of your highest good and what no longer serves you. This is your opportunity to make any needed changes in your life and to heal some very deep wounds from the past. Just know that you will survive this with your sanity intact. You will be stronger, more understanding, and more compassionate with yourself and others. Have faith in yourself, faith that you can and will make it through this. Spirit is here to support you as you find your own light at the end of this tunnel. Wow. And I've definitely been feeling that too. And it's kind of funny because I went to the beach earlier and I was in my bathing suit because it was really hot and I was all set. And I didn't bring a sweater or anything because it was so beautiful. I think it was like 26 degrees in my car. And then there was this big cloud blocking the sun. And I was like, are you serious? Right now, trying to do some manifestation. Okay, come on, let's go. But the cloud just kind of was there the whole time. And so it's interesting that the storm card is talking about, the clouds shall also pass. And this won't last forever. And it might feel like it's lasting forever because we've been in this cycle for so long. At first it was the hermit, then it was the hanged man. We had a lot of tower moments. And we know we're evolving. We know we're being shaped. We know so much of this is out of our control. And that can be really scary. And especially when you have, intuitive insights and or you're working on strengthening them, it can feel like a setback when you're not in control because part of when you first start developing your psychic abilities is manifestation. And you want to see, things manifest in the 3D fairly quickly. However, when you're working on something from the soul and you're working on something that is connected to the divine in terms of divine timing, the fates and destiny and that, it takes a lot of work to bring this together. And so that can be really frustrating to have that so out of your control. New career. So you might be focusing on where can you better focus your energy to be more satisfied with life, to be more content, to be more balanced, bringing more peace, to be passionate about life again. Because when the storm comes through and when you're disappointed with love or you're questioning love, and the longer it takes, sometimes you can go further into your insecurities, right? So it's kind of about sitting on that throne, being in that goddess energy or that God energy, the emperor, the empress energy as much as you can, because we've been through so much chaos and confusion and anger and frustration and miscommunication. We've been through so much of that it can be challenging just to let go of the victim mentality, because when you're in it for so long, it feels kind of like, okay, well, that's what you expect. So start expecting better than what's happened in the past, in a way. And I know it's silly because you have to stay non-attached to all of these things, but these are nuances of language. And I hope that you can stay with me on this with regards to letting go of as much kind of dense energy as possible and opening yourself up to this gift of love that is coming in for you. And now when we do that, we can open up these energies of self employment, entrepreneur, new energy. There may be a headhunter. There might be someone that connects with you and says, hey, you're really amazing at this. Would you at all be interested in this? And really, really think about those offers, those opportunities, because I think Spirit and the universe is saying you have more options than you realize. And if we're tunnel focused on being a victim and what's not working and what's not here yet and it's not good enough timing and that kind of thing, we can have trouble seeing the opportunities that are in front of us. So this card says your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. So if you are working on something in particular, a book, a project, an idea, a concept for a business, Spirit is saying, yes, continue on that route, continue on that path, that alignment. It is in alignment with what you're meant to be doing here. And if you're frustrated with work right now, or you're out of work right now, or you want to quit your day job, this one is saying, hopefully there will be some new opportunities coming in for you. So that's really exciting. I'm also there. I've been receiving that message for a little while, and I'm working on a couple projects. But it takes so much energy and discipline, and it doesn't seem to have like a very quick payoff. So hang in there if you're also in that energy of work, just feeling like you work so hard for everything and you can't really see any material results right now. Just know Spirit has your back. Spirit is working with you. And just remember that very soon card and the I heart you card. So Spirit loves you. Spirit is sending love in for you. And, just keep on focusing on you and the opportunities that are in your path. And we have 7 blessings of Eve coming up. Now, I'm just going to read the affirmation for these because they are quite in depth. But, we have an egg here. We have the serpent of healing. We have the light. So Kundalini energy. It's the number 7 in the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So if you want to look that up online, go for it. But I'm just going to read a small excerpt from this. So this is your excerpt for the viewer for this card here. 7 blessings of Eve. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full, glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and your words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. So when I was talking about that frustration, just remember that you are very powerful, even if you don't feel powerful at the moment. And so if you've been in that victim mentality, and I know I have, because I've like that with that cloud at the beach, I was like I said, what the fuck? Why am I at the beach at this exact moment when there was a humongous cloud essentially blocking all of the light that I am here to enjoy? So if you're easily being triggered into that victim consciousness, that is what we're blasting out of. And it's challenging when we grew up in that energy. And that's, what we're having all of this evolution and growth to assist us in just being ourselves out in the open, vulnerable with healthy boundaries. There's so much that we've changed and grown into. And Spirit is saying with that comes this new responsibility of also really paying attention to the thoughts. And we know a little bit about that in terms of the law of cause and effect. But at the same time, when you're going through these huge transformations, you're vulnerable, very vulnerable. And that makes it really easy to go into that victim consciousness and mentality, or just be cynical. Cynical is, I think, a word that I'll use more. So if you're really cynical and pessimistic right now, then watch yourself and maybe say, okay, I'm out of my power. All right, okay, I'm being cynical. I'm out of my power. How do I empower myself in this situation? How do I empower my thoughts a little bit more? So it might take a little while, might take a little bit of effort, but it's going to be worth it, because this gift is really important. It's really important that we recognize this gift when it comes in. So if we are cynical and pessimistic and we're pissed off and we're frustrated and we're impatient, it's not a very positive and fluid energy for us to be grateful for what Spirit has taken all of this time to help bring through. Okay, so let's go over to the person. So viewer, this person coming towards you that you've been calling in, or that destiny has been manifesting for you. These are the energies that are going, that are surrounding your person. So let's see, we have forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So your person is really healing family issues, childhood wounds, maybe a relationship with a parent, relationship with people from the past, just understanding a little bit more their role and why they are the way that they are, and forgiving themselves, forgiving others, and moving forward and learning from the past, being a better person moving forward to you. And we have what would love do as this person's message from the universe. Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. Aw, the universe. P.S. The legend of Bigfoot continues. That's really cute, because the viewer, you got I heart you, and looking for like the little hearts everywhere. And then we have kind of footprints of love for the person coming towards you. So that's really sweet. It's, it kind of shows both of you are feeling a little bit lost in terms of love, like a little bit uncertain. And of course, in your energy, we had that non-committal, because you're, probably a little bit hurt from the past. Probably most of us are, especially if you're a little bit older. Like I'm in my mid-30s. So if you guys are there too, we've been through a lot. We have a lot of experiences. So sometimes that can actually lead us to feel a little bit more fearful, but it doesn't have to. So what would love do? Your person is really connecting into that. And in order to go with the energies of love, they have to forgive and learn. And what past life energies might be affecting them? Spirituality and religion. So this person might actually be really working through some dense energies to do with religion, conformity, restrictions. Could be persecution from the past, and really understanding what spirituality means to them in this lifetime, and what freedoms and liberties they have in this lifetime as opposed to past lives. And you guys may have even connected in past lives together through spirituality and religion. So you guys might be very closely connected, but this is also something sometimes that we have to go through alone. So I think both parties have been experiencing some, independent time, even if one or both parties are in relationship. It's not deep relationships, they're surface level or karmic level relationships where that person isn't really committing with their heart. They might be with their body or their mind, but not really with their heart. So messages from your person, or to your person: I cheated myself by betraying your trust. I regret it, but can't show that right now. So someone's being a little bit stubborn and really resisting, but they might be getting messages from spirit, messages in their dreams saying, okay, like there's more options, there's more opportunities here than you feel or believe. And this energy of restriction and non-communication or non-action is not really helping if it's coming from a place of fear and regret and shame. So this energy can be worked through, but there's definitely blocks and burdens that your person is carrying with regards to feeling like they made a mistake or they cheated themselves, because something in their energy field is suggesting that they're not trustworthy. And you need to be able to trust someone moving forward, right? And so I regret it, but I can't show that right now indicates that they're preparing themselves to share that they are loyal, they are trustworthy. And maybe if they weren't in the past, they're going to be sharing what happened. They're going to be telling you a truth so that they can present themselves as authentic, right? Not wearing a false mask, not pretending to be someone else, not pretending to be somewhere emotionally that they're not, and really coming forward as very transparent and just kind of laying it on the line, showing that courage, that vulnerability. And that's not just for you, that's for their own energy, their own karma, to just clear that and let it go and communicate with honesty and truth and really just stand in their power. So love messages for this person: awakening. You are learning to embrace peace, clarity, and keep your eyes wide open to opportunities. This is a huge milestone for your soul's learning. You are now moving away from situations or people that you are not in alignment with, and you are embracing the flow of universal abundance. This is a second awakening and a grand achievement. Be proud of yourself. So your person has been going through dark night of soul, lots of errant thoughts, really struggling, resistance, breaking down of pride, could be arrogance, like just ego energy. But with their new understanding of how their family life and their youth affected them, they're really coming through to a new perception. And this might be a huge change for you, whether you've met this person or not. You might not even if you did meet this person in the past, you might not even recognize them now because they've gone through this awakening. And are they in shadow or light energies right now? They are. So, okay, so they do feel regret and remorse about not being honest or trustworthy. They made a mistake. They made a judgment call somewhere that maybe prevented them from showing up for you or showing up at an earlier time. Because there have been blocks and challenges and bumps in this road for you guys, this true love, coming together, because Spirit wants this to work. So the timing does have a lot to do with it, right? Because we don't want to be pushing away someone who is being open and honest, and showing their reliability. But in order to show the reliability, this person has to be able to actually be in your presence, be communicating with you, opening up to dialogue, opening up to a date, opening up to a walk, whatever it is, however it begins. That action step is really important. So They have to have their own foundation first and then show you that they're reliable, show you that they're loyal, show you that they have evolved, right? Words are words, talk is talk. At this point in the game or the path, it's about action. The words and the actions must be in alignment. Ooh. So this is the energy around your person from the fractal energy, starseed energy, the stars, right order. This one is very intriguing. I love it. Okay, I'm going to read again from the Return of Spirit. So right order. Let's check this out for your person. And if you're cross-watching, you can choose which one you resonate with more, the person or the viewer, right? Because you could be cross-watching. So right order, this is for the person coming towards you. Eventually, everything finds its right place and proper order in life. This card is about creating proper order in your physical environment. The world around us has a very strong effect on our emotional and energetic well-being. Often, our inner environment is symbolically reflected through our outer environment. It's time to put things in their proper place and create order in your physical world. Roll up your sleeves and take a weekend to begin cleaning out the closets. Start to sort what you would like to keep and what needs to go. Take care of any paperwork, banking, or bookkeeping you may have been putting off for later. So clean slate before this movement happens, before you guys, this energy, this relationship comes together. Tidy your garage or storage spaces, rearrange one of your rooms. So bring in some fresh energy to kind of like pump you up. Vacuum the blinds or dust in the corners. Take a serious look at any space or job you think you may have neglected lately and start to deal with it. It's time to give your physical space an energetic shift. The very act of organizing your clutter is a powerful way to symbolically cleanse and clean out our inner emotional and energetic closet. It sends a powerful message out to the cosmos that you are ready to take care of your business, willing to do whatever needs to be done, open to allowing the new to flow in your life, and keen to have a fresh start. Get ready to release stagnant energy and old emotional patterns. The new is on its way in. So I feel like it's time. Like it really is time. It's imminent. Any moment you could get a message. Any moment you could connect with someone on a dating app. Any moment you could bump into someone or hear from a friend or meet someone through a friend of a friend. It is time. So use this moment wisely. Use your now wisely. You will feel lighter, free of old burdens, and more accepting of what spirit brings your way. By putting your physical space in its right and proper order, you are doing the same for your inner space too. You might find yourself quite surprised and delighted with the results. So that's really cool. It's just an added energy for this person to give the green light to spirit and go, okay, like I've maybe procrastinated for this long. I've thought about things. I've felt, into it intuitively. I might have talked to a few people. And now it's up to me. It's up to you, right? And so it's time for things to be put in right order as well. This could also have to do with justice between you and someone else. If I cheated myself by betraying your trust, if someone did betray your trust and that person is meant to come back into your life for whatever reason, they'll be putting things in right order. They'll be cleaning things up with you. So that's another message there. And from the fairies, we have autumn. So in the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. So, that's not too far away. We've got June, July, August, September. It's saying, possibly by September, October, November, you and this person are really going to be really enjoying the harvest of all of your hard work, your inner work, and your work together. So that's really awesome. And, ooh, that's so cool. So the energy surrounding your person is, I'm going to butcher this, Shakti pots of seahorse. So what a beautiful, beautiful card. It makes me feel really like giggly and giddy and happy. I don't know about you guys. But seahorse is also mate for life. And I was actually just painting a seahorse at some point. I don't know where the heck that painting went, but I was painting a seahorse a little while ago, so that's pretty funny. It resonates to the number 31. So let's see what energy that entails for the person that's coming towards you. Okay. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax and you shall attract all you need. So your person was in the energy of the magician, but with manipulation and control, with ego, arrogance, not being able to take criticism or say I was wrong or any of that energies. Now with the forgiving and learning and understanding that certain decisions led to certain behaviors or results, this person is starting to recognize that vulnerability is very important in romantic relationships, and especially in a true love relationship. You have to be able to be reciprocal with love and loyalty and respect and value. And so even if you really truly value the person you're with, but you didn't value yourself and you weren't able to be vulnerable, then that of course would have pushed your past people away. So this one is also really saying that the person coming towards you also struggled with seeking approval outside of themselves, conforming to a certain energy. It could have been with the values. Remember back here we had spirituality and religion. It could have been around marriage. It could have been they didn't want to quote unquote give up on someone or a situation because of old attachments to that energy. But now they're kind of seeing it doesn't have to do with religion. It doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with how the people in your life are treating you, how the people, hi Charlotte, how you doing? How they support you. Do they support your growth, or do they try to make you small and diminish you for their own gain? And it's also the honor of recognizing that it is your choice. So you have so much more power. So there was an element of powerlessness with your person in their past, and they're really being encouraged to open up their truth, open up their third eye, their crown chakra, and move forward in this energy of attracting and receiving and creating and manifesting from a more receptive, vulnerable energy, instead of trying to control and go at things from an ego standpoint all the time. So those are the energies of your person. Okay, so we had similar energies, but both parties seem to be in a little bit of a different spot. Your person is focusing on forgiving and learning and family and values. Yeah, no problem, Charlotte. And you're working on your career and letting go of cynical and pessimistic energies. So let's see what the union energy is, and that will be it for today. And also, you can follow me on TikTok at Mollie Kindred. I'm just doing little short ones over there if you want to have extra messages throughout the week. So the energy between the two of you, priorities. There is a difference in priorities, which is causing a block or challenge in this situation. One person may have more focus on the material realm than the spiritual realm. There's energy out of alignment and communication required. So the two of you are going to have a chance to communicate. And so that's also why it's really good to know what your priorities are. And so, spirituality and materialism, since we live here and in this kind of duality energy, when we're unifying that duality in our own minds and our own hearts, then we have to recognize that the material reality is equally as important to the spiritual reality that we're creating and that we're living in here. So both parties, if they're in that energy of understanding the compatibility, the teamwork, and that the two of you can find a balanced energy between the material world and the spiritual realm, that's going to be so beautiful. And then you guys can align your priorities. So we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So between the two of you, action is required here to follow your heart, to follow destiny and fate, and just to allow this to unfold. But action will be required. So depending on what you're guided to do, what you know is right for you in your heart, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth taking the steps you're guided to take towards this person, because they are a true gift in your life. So Spirit's message for you, the two of you, you're being watched by loving eyes. Ooh. So this is a double message. Both of you could be looking at each other's social media or just thinking about each other. Or your higher selves too could be like, okay, we're almost there. Like, I'm so excited. What if you're actually an ancient gladiator? That's so funny, because we had the Greco-Roman energy earlier of love and joy, who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, share a few smiles, and help others discover they too are awesome. Just saying, the universe. P.S. Up for a joust, of course, with rubber thingies. So, you know, both of you came here to help, you know, people on Earth, help spirits evolve. And it's challenging when you come here and you get stuck in the muck. So both of you got a little stuck in the muck. And now you're working your way out of things and really returning to each other. And it's just going to be a beautiful gift for both of you. Both of you want this equally. Ooh, interesting. Between the two of you, we have Asia. So this is past life energy that is perhaps affecting the union together. So Asia, so watch out for any dreams or symbols or literature that might be popping out to you at this time with regards to what that could mean between the two of you and your relationship. But, you know, it's really beautiful. We have this Buddha kind of energy here. And I don't think that is actually, it's not Buddha, but I'm not sure what the correct terminology is for that particular figure. But really beautiful, and makes me think of meditation, makes me think of enlightenment, spirituality. So that has been part of your past before. Maybe both of you were monks or something of that sort, right? And so you're both able to be alone. You're both able to be introspective. But the two of you coming together is just something that even the universe is celebrating. And so we have Four of Wands energy coming through with the partnership, and that's a twin flame energy here, or soul mate energy. Like, this is really powerful connection here, and it could be one of those connections where, you know, it's so powerful that this connection, like the making the effort, is just going to flow at some point. When it's the time, it's going to flow, and it's going to be there. It's going to be in your presence after all of that time, wondering and being in that uncertain energy. It's going to be boom. It's going to be clear. It's going to be connected. It's going to be aligned, because you both let go of so much of your own bullshit. And so we have some messages, sexy siren secret messages about your union. You emanate a sexiness that I've never experienced before. I'm beguiled by you. So that's a really cute one. So you are magical and mysterious, or at least one party is in this connection. One might be more in the material realm, one might be more in the spiritual realm, but it's time for you guys to connect the dots, connect those energies together, and maybe create a business together and make tons of money, but also be totally passionate about what you're doing. So that's a really awesome card there. And another one, your sexiness pulls at my heartstrings and tantalizes me to juicy longing. So you guys both are so attracted to each other, spiritually, physically, mentally. There's just so much. Hi, Kathy. There's so much that attracts the two of you together. It's undeniable. So you can't deny it anymore. It's time. It's time to kind of let this energy flow and have this new experience of this love, new experience of yourself in love too, and really just taking that leap of faith and going for it. But definitely both of you guys see each other as sexy and vivacious and alive. And you know you've both done the work. So that's another aspect of all of this energy. So, okay, let's go ahead and pull a card. I'm going to pull from my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. And yeah, we'll see. So Charlotte, you wanted a card here. I might pull a couple. So I'll pull a clarifier from my Galactic Goth Oracle. Here we go. Okay. Clarifier for Charlotte. For the card I pulled. There we go. All right. So, sanctuary. This may be a time to focus on your inner sanctuary and embrace being joyfully single. At times, we may find ourselves unexpectedly single, or we may have long embraced it. At this time, it seems that being single will open doors in other realms for you. This may be a time of solitude, but it is a time of deep expansion. Take solace in your own company. So this one is just saying, you have been so focused on being independent and thriving and building your sanctuary around you. So it's really, really a beautiful energy for you there, Charlotte. Spirit is recognizing that you have been in that energy of beautiful independence, beautiful sovereignty for quite some time. And Spirit does see your innocence in that, really cleaning up your energy, doing that work to be a beautiful recipient of this gift of true love coming towards you. So that's really a sweet message from the universe there, saying we see you, we see this work, and there was so much value to the time that you've been single, so much value, even if you can't quite see it all right now. And so get ready to relinquish that energy in your field here. And let's see, Kathy, let's do a card for you as well. Kindred Spirit. And this is the gold gilt version of the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle here, just so you guys are aware. So Kathy, this message is for you. Here we go. Okay, horizons. There is a new person on the horizon or in your energetic sphere. What you want wants you, and this will be an equal match. There is power in attracting a new partner, and the universe is conspiring to bring you together. Continue to let go of old energy and open your energy to receiving a new soulmate connection. So that's beautiful. It just reflects what we were talking about in the general reading, that it's really all about, okay, finally, like letting the gates down or the walls. Healthy boundaries are different than walls, and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and trusting the universe and just taking it one step at a time here, taking it one message, communication, allowing ourselves to be open, allowing ourselves to open our hearts again. So I'm going to get a clarifier for you here because there's not too many watching live. So let's see. Clarifier for Kathy. Ascending. Yeah, baby. So you are ascending, and there is someone on the horizon here for you. She's coming up a staircase here, and there's candles up top here. So, you're so close. You're there, right? It's been such a long journey. You can see she looks kind of tired, but she's barefoot. She's coming authentically up that staircase, and she can see it, right? It's not around a corner. She can see that light. It's right there in front of her. So that's another message for you there, Kathy. And Marilyn, let's get one for you, my darling. So Marilyn, this message is for you. What's going on for Marilyn in her love life? There we go. And, crown chakra lesson. This relationship has many levels of mastery. There may be much that you cannot know or see. Spirit keeps the mystery sacred. Releasing attachment, dependence, limited perspective, fears are all part of this lesson for both parties. Each person has undergone deep learning, challenging lessons here. So Spirit is saying not only you have gone through deep challenges in love, in relationship, in self-love, your person who's coming towards you also has. Your guides and loved ones will assist you in releasing suffering so you may both be liberated from past hurts. Because And this is kind of a repeating message in this this reading here, is that we've all been hurt. We've all made mistakes. We have all, maybe said things we wish we didn't say, or wish we had said things differently, or wish someone had said something differently, or, that there's things that are within our control and there's things that are without our control. And I think Spirit is really saying that I'm hearing is, even if you have been betrayed in the past, or you betrayed yourself in the past, people are evolving, they're learning, and Spirit wants to bring in a relationship where your energy is reciprocated. There is equal energy here. And so there is this element of trust and faith in yourself that must be brought forward at this time. Spirit is saying it's imminent, it's here. It is a gift, and I'm bringing it to you. So, and you also got ascending. I just shuffled, and that one is for you, Marilyn, as well. So you have crown chakra lesson and ascending. So that is part of your ascension, is this crown chakra. So that's the very top of your head. That's your connection to Spirit. That's your faith. That's your trust. That little birdie just kind of flew by the window there too. And really aligning you with new energies, new perceptions, new concepts of yourself. So you might find that when you're in this, when this person comes in, you might be looking at relationship very differently. So before, you might have been like, really, maybe you went all in right away. Maybe this time you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to enjoy myself and take my time. I'm going to kind of do things on my own and be really excited to spend time with you. So there's this energy too of the balance between sovereignty and independence, and connection and harmony, and that interdependent relationship. Because I suppose we couldn't know how to be interdependent in relationship unless we knew how codependent we were in the past. So a lot of energies here are shedding and moving away from the societal energies of what people want for us, what you think you should do, or this or that. And it's really letting go of all of that and staying focused on what is in your heart and what Spirit is aligning for you. And so that's really great that the crown chakra energy came up from Marilyn, because that reminds us all that that's part of this ascension process for us as well. So do you guys have any other questions here? Because I can pull a card if you have any questions for the collective, questions about your person, you want any clarity, just let me know. Otherwise, I think that is it for today. And I do have some of these decks for sale if you're interested. They are in the detailed description below. I just went and tweaked the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. And yeah, and I'm working on some exciting things, but I'm going to wait and let you know at another time. So it doesn't look like there's anybody else that wants one. I don't think anybody needed one that I can remember them telling me beforehand. So yeah, I think that's going to be it, you guys. This is kind of an impromptu one, but I do feel like love is really close. Communication is really close. And there is this divine energy of peace surrounding it, and this gifted energy. And so really, if you have an opportunity to do some heart healing today, and or opening up your energy field to receiving, and the person that's coming towards you, open your energy up to giving, and that is, going to be all worth it when you're both able to make the effort. So yeah, thanks whoever gave me a thumbs up there. If you can give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. I am still growing the channel. And so it means a lot to me when my community gives me a thumbs up, and if new watchers subscribe, it really helps build the community. And yeah, it's just a nice sign too. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday evening. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, self-love, self-love, self-love. Mwah! Ciao for now. Au revoir.